All rise.
Here comes the Honorable Judge Splint. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Order, 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 order in the fucking court. Welcome. Hi. How you going? How you doing? Not going. How you doing? Welcome to You Are the Judge. This is a game that I wanted to play for a while, and now we are. So without further ado, let's get into it. So from what I've seen, this is like Hello Neighbor, or That's Not My Neighbor, and Papers, Please. Except now you're sending motherfuckers to jail. In your youth years, there would be quite a lot of protests against the government in your country. In this case, you used to participate in protests. You wouldn't care about these protests. You used to find the protests unjust. I don't really care about protests. Some do things, some don't. You have to choose a university, and you made your choice. Law. The office. Okay. Choose your character. More money, Supreme Court. Government relation. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Supreme Court relation. That's good though. Like, I want that. But the government relation. Ooh. Fuck. Fuck it. I don't really care about the government relation. Fuck them. Human trafficking case. Okay. Oh. Hello. Hello, Chief Richards. How are you? Thank you, Minister. I hope you are well, too. Wow, fuck, I'm old. Chief Justice, due to the recent appointments, you'll be starting your first day on the job. Do you feel prepared? Yes, Minister. I'm glad to hear that, Richard. I have a question on my mind. What is that? You are aware of the country's situation. Do you think you can handle this role? I've been working in the field of law for a long time. It won't be difficult for me. Your appointment of me is the biggest proof of that. If you don't believe in me, then appointing me to this position was not the right decision. I mean, true. That's the truth. But I've been working law for a long time. Thank you for your response, Richard. I wish you success on your duties. Okay. Inspect the folder. Dear Judge, our greatest expectation in upcoming cases is that you make accurate decisions in accordance with our Constitution. The law's a big fucking word. Nope. Oh, please select profile picture. May as well. No, I'm just a young man. Fuck it, let's go with him. Don't want to use a password. Okay. Oh. I prepared the documents under your upcoming case and left them on the table in the courtroom for you. Additionally, the attorneys are waiting for you in the courtroom for the pre-trial hearing. Okay. Oh, do I click pre-trial? Are you sure you want to go to the pre-trial hearing? Yeah. All rise. Let's talk with the defendant's lawyer, Rebecca White. My client, Bowden Bell, indeed works under the Cadre Border Command at the border post. He is a dedicated citizen who is loyal to his homeland and understands the importance of his duties and responsibilities. There is no basis for him to engage in activities outside his job description. We firmly deny the plaintiff's allegations and request the acquittal of my client. What's the... Oh, fuck. I forget. My client, Cadre Border Command, aims to secure our country's borders by preventing unauthorized crossings. However, it has been discovered that the defendant, who works at the border post, allows unaccompanied immigrants who had previously arranged with human traffickers to enter the country during his working hours. You will agree that this is an extremely serious and significant matter that jeopardizes our country's security. Therefore, we request this trial and the shit. Your Honor, defendant, Your Honor, Jeffrey Clark has recently started working at the Border Command.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
And is distant from my client's duty area. Therefore, but if he's distant, how the fuck did he see it? No, we'll fucking hear it. I wanna know how he's seen it. All rise. Choose a card before proceeding. You lost $50 prior to the lawsuit.
Fuck! 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 Oh!
Court is in session. The lawsuit begins. Okay. Examine the case file. Okay, here we go. Command versus Bowden Bell. Cadre Border Command alleges that one of its officers is involved in human trafficking along the borders. They claim that during this working out, They claim that during his working hours, he illegally allows undocumented immigrants into the country and profits from it. The accused officer, Bowden Bell, vehemently denies these allegations and does not admit to any connection with human traffickers. Information. Plaintiff. Okay. Witness. Andrew Turner. Who's that? I only know about this guy. Who's Andrew? Okay. CCTV footage. It captures the illegal border crossing of immigrants. Good enough then. Okay. Examine the pretrial hearing records. Right there. National and international regulations. The court may sentence the defendant to imprisonment ranging from 3 to 8 years. Alternatively, the court may impose a fine of up to $300,000. The discretion to lawyer or increase the amount based on the defendant's behavior in court is at the discretion of the court. Okay. Examine the left menu. Talk, file, checklist. Okay. Let's talk to him. Okay. You claim Your claim is that the defendant misused his official position. Do you have any evidence to support your claim? What evidence obtained by border supports allowed or supports the allegations of human trafficking against the defendant? What sanctions do you request within the framework of your... let's go with that one. Has security camera footage that supports the mentioned allegation and serves as clear and indisputable evidence. Despite such compelling evidence, the defendant refuses to admit his guilt and continues to waste the court's valuable time. We request that this be taken into consideration. Additionally, you can see in the security camera footage that his weapon is near the wires. Can I watch it? Yeah, but you can't see their face. Bro, get a better fucking CCTV, the fuck? Your Honor, esteemed members of the court, we have determined that the defendant was not at his duty station during his working hours. Okay. This is what... Okay. We request the examination of the footage provided to the court and the testimony of witnesses who were on duty at the same hours. In line of the allegations, we request that the defendant be tried for human trafficking and be sentenced to the harshest penalty under Article 134. Silence. Order! Order in my fucking court! Order, motherfucker! I'll throw you out, bitch! I'll throw you out! Don't fucking act up in my court. I'll come over there and I'll beat you with my fucking hammer. I'll use your head as my mallet. Fucking asshole. Shut the fuck up, you. You fucking want one, Ricky? Now, under Article 134. Where it says I was reading when you did that, motherfucker. Paragraph 3 of the Constitution. As mentioned before, we also request the consideration of an increased penalty for the defendant's abuse of the court's time by denying his crime. Furthermore, you talk a lot, motherfucker. We reserve our right to file compensation. Oh, okay. Let's talk to the defendant. Were the duties you performed at the border post within your job description? Your Honor, the duties I performed at the border post are within my job description and aim to ensure the security of our homeland. Okay. As a dedicated public servant who has been serving our country for years, the accusation against me is nothing but a false claim. You mentioned that the situation is a false accusation. Do you have valid reasons to believe that your organization has falsely accused you? That's a good question. You must understand that even filing such a case against a long-serving public servant who is committed to serving his country is in itself evidence of false accusation. No, not necessarily, dude. Because you could have been like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to make an extra, like, fucking $800 off this. Fuck the government. Oh, yeah, no problem. I work for Border. Fucking come there at this time and I'll walk away. I'll serve a blind eye. I do not have concrete evidence to provide because proving the mobility mobbing I experienced at work is not feasible in the normal course of life. Okay. If my colleagues have a conscience, they will inform the court about this matter. Okay. Do you have anything to say about the evidence presented by the Border Command, especially the camera recordings? Your Honor, to be honest, I cannot claim to be very tech savvy. However, despite my limited knowledge, I can say that these could be fabricated. Please believe in my innocence. I mean, granted, it doesn't have a day. It does not have a day. It doesn't have a date. I don't think. No, it does not have a date. So this could be fabricated. It may not be real. Let's talk to Andrew Turner. Can you confirm that you worked alongside the defendant at the border post? Yes, sir. Please forgive my excitement. This is my first time appearing in court, and it's quite an experience beyond watching it on TV. Okay, cool. Please remain calm and only answer the questions I ask. Do you think the defendant is guilty of human trafficking, as alleged? And do you have any evidence to present to the court? No, I haven't witnessed such a situation. I was added as a witness simply because we were on duty at the same hours. I don't know anything else. Are you fucking serious? What did you bring? A fucking clown? What would you like to say about the defendant's claim of mobbing? For myself, I am satisfied with my job, and I don't want to lose it. I haven't witnessed any pressure on the defendant. This is not going good for you. Not going good for you. Okay. So let me write that down. Andrew Turner threw, what was his name? Bell under bus. Fuck that guy. Okay. Okay, so end the listing. Let's talk to Jeffrey Clark. Oh, you're a soldier. As mentioned in the allegations, did the defendant commit human trafficking? What can you say about it? Your Honor, unfortunately, I have nothing to offer regarding the allegations. I am new to the job, and until I learn the ropes, I was simply instructed to wait at my duty area. During this time, there were no incidents with my responsibility zone. How close or far is your duty area from the defendant's? Approximately 200 to 250 meters, sir. At night, our visibility is even more limited. Therefore, it's not possible for me to confirm or deny such an incident. Okay. How do you evaluate the defendant's defense against the allegations? As I mentioned before, I am new to the job and have not had a chance to get to know him. Therefore, I cannot say whether what he said is true or false. Okay. No, you're pretty good. Okay, cool. And the listening. Huh. So it's really he say, she say. I can't talk to him again. Okay. Even if your discretion is correct, some people may not like it. Normal. Deputy, the testimony of the witnesses involved in the case may affect the content in the case. Fuck that guy and bitch made. Okay. So I can't. You should have been at your post. You should have been at your post. The defendant was sentenced to imprisonment. The defendant was fined. The defendant to 5 years imprisonment. Oh, fuck it. Prison. 5 years. Plaintiff won. Dude, you had no evidence. Fuck yeah. No. We won. That one. What? Your spouse mentioned that you no longer have time for your family and that this situation is negatively affecting the children. What are your thoughts? Work is very busy. It will get better soon. You're right. I'll solve this issue. Okay. Oh, okay, so I get to go to the... I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'd like to quickly summarize the outcomes of the recent case for you. The case regarding our border security didn't generate much interest among social media users, so there was no significant reaction or praise in that regard. However, some citizens thought that the case demonstrated our country's respiratory capability in matters related to politics. While the case was covered by the written press, it didn't hold highly prominent position. The government, on the other hand, is generally pleased with the outcome of the case and the lack of significant media attention. The Ministry of Justice was curious about your performance, as this was your first case. That's all I have. Okay. I prepared the documents. Can I try? Yeah, okay. This tells you the same. Okay. Crime scene. Let's go to the crime scene. I didn't know judges got to go to the crime scene. Shocked. I thought they'd just get pictures. Okay, let's go to 1. You can click on the points. Okay, yeah, I did that. At the crime scene, a corpse identified to belong to Miles Peter was discovered within a container. Additionally, a strong odor is present inside the container. The container is a cold storage unit. Upon a thorough examination of the corpse, it was determined that there are signs of physical assault. Furthermore, there are instances of frostbite and loss of function in various limbs of the deceased. Okay. Is that a fucking Band-Aid? Pills. In the investigations conducted by the crime scene team, 2 pills were found on the ground. When the discovered pills were examined in detail by experts, it was determined that they were antidepressants. These pills are sold with a prescription as they require a red prescription. Therefore, they can only be obtained with a doctor's recommendation. Occasionally, individuals who use them may experience suicidal thoughts, especially in the early stages. Good enough. But there was no weapon. But there's blood in there. Although your spouse may not be entirely pleased with the answers you've given to their questions about your work, they find your answer sufficient for now. Okay. So family's gonna be a big thing in this. Both y'all look ugly as fuck. My client, Lucian Foster, is a prominent and respectable businessman. We acknowledge that there was a heated argument between him and the deceased due to the engine failure. Oh, he worked on the ship. experienced during the recent ship voyage. However, Lucian Foster has not seen the deceased after the argument. He personally desires a thorough investigation to shed light on this unfortunate incident. However, he denies the murder allegations brought against him. Huh. What a coincidence. So you're telling me that your guy gets into a heated argument and then turns around and wants a thorough investigation to figure out why he died. I don't fall for that. I'm sorry. I don't. Who says the pills aren't his? The body of Miles Peters was discovered inside a frozen food container during routine inspections at the port. Following a thorough investigation by our prosecution, it has been determined, based on witness testimonies and examined evidence, that the incident was committed by Lucian Foster, the CEO of the container's owner company. Oh. Therefore, we request the punishment of the defendant. Okay. No objections? Let's go with this. Your relationship with the public will increase by 5 points. Nice. Perfect. Order, motherfucker! Order! Is that a witness? That's a witness. They both have witnesses. They have 2 witnesses. Oh, we have 2 witnesses. Okay. No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let me watch this here. That's it. So let's talk to the defendant. The defendant must what? He has a criminal record? Hold on. Oh, I can't, I don't know. Let me... During routine inspection, I call frozen body. Okay, we know this. Autopsy report, body identification report. Okay. How do I see his fucking charged with violence? What was the reason for the argument during the ship voyage? It was related to engine failure of the ship and the responsibilities associated with it. It was a matter of grave concern for the safety of the crew, and I expressed my dissatisfaction and warned him to be more careful. You are accused of killing Miles Peter. How do you respond to this allegation? I am in state shock and grief. Fuck off. You have an argument with a man in a legitimate position. Later, the person dies, and you are accused of murder. It must be one of the worst things that can happen to a person. But you do have a fucking history of being violent. So that'd be like me if I went and fucking shot somebody, and then I went to the gas station, we got a drink, somebody wound up dead, and I was there. Guess what? I'm gonna be prime suspect number fucking 1, because my ass has a fucking history of unloading a weapon. You know? I absolutely deny the allegations. I would never go so far as to kill someone. Just beat the fuck out of them. But there's frostbite. Have you ever lost control or believed that you would lose control? This is a very general question. What is the relevance to the case? I don't think I have. I don't think I ever will. But you get charged with violence. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to... under what circumstances and how was the body of Miles Peter found? Miles Peter's body was found during routine inspections inside a frozen food container. What are the grounds for the allegations of the heated argument and fight? I didn't get to read all that. According to the statement from the ship's crew, there was significant argument and physical altercation between... see? You didn't tell me about the physical part. Miles Peter. What is the connection between the death of Miles Peter and Lucian Foster? Based on our investigation and witness testimonies, it is all alleged that Miles Peter's death was caused by Lucian Foster. Pretty straight to the point. I actually like you. Okay. Do we have the autopsy? Do we have the autopsy? Autopsy report. We have the footage. Oh, autopsy report. There's frostbite in many spots of the corpse. Okay. Finding 2, there are crushes on the skull of the corpse. Okay. Drugs were found in the stomach of the corpse. Okay. Okay. So the next day you were convicted. Okay. Since not all employees were on the ship on the day of the incident, the identify of the body could not be clearly determined by the police based on the statements of people at the scene. It was concluded that the body belonged to Miles Peter, and his brother was invited to identify him. His brother confirmed that the body belonged to Miles Peter. What was the subject of the argument between Lucian Foster and Miles Peter during the ship voyage? It was related to engine failure of the ship and the responsibilities associated with it. To put it this way, they were shouting so loudly at each other that I went up because I couldn't believe what was happening. Okay. Can you tell us about the severity and magnitude of the argument that took place? When I got there, I saw both of them were engaged in a heated argument. They were hurling severe insults at each other. What did you do afterward? And did you witness anything? I went back to my post, and to be honest, I thought Miles would lose his job. You can't stay at a workplace after having such a serious argument with the boss. You're the boss. I didn't witness anything else. Okay. Good enough then. Good enough. So let's talk to this guy now, which is Ronald. Did you observe or notice any unusual situation when you arrived at the scene? Oh, it's Officer Ronald. When I first arrived, I saw a crowd gathered around the container, and everyone had puzzled expressions on their faces. Then I noticed someone lying on the ground, and I immediately secured the area. Okay. Was Lucian Foster present there as well? No. He was not there when I arrived. In other words, he wasn't there when I got there. It must have been reported to him, and he came later. Okay. So, didn't know his boy died in thy box. Based on your investigation of the incident, did you find any suspicious circumstances or individuals, such as Lucian Foster, appearance when he arrived later? Based on my investigation of the incident, I did not come across any suspicious circumstances. Lucian Foster appeared rather indefinite. Perhaps he was in a state of shock at the time and didn't know how to react. It's quite challenging to make any statements about this without engaging his suspicion. Okay, I'm only going heavy on you because you have a criminal record, motherfucker. Just know that. Let's talk to Charles. Let's not talk to Charles. Look at him. Fucking ugly. As a person who opened the frozen food container, can you describe how you experienced the incident? I'm not sure how to describe this. I went to the boss's office and brought the medication he asked for. He looked extremely tense. In what condition? Medication? After giving him the medicine, I left the room and opened the container for routine inspections. When I saw him laying on the ground covered in blood, I was in shock. What drugs? Medication? Nobody ever said anything about medication other than the fucking antidepressants. In what condition and position was Miles Peters' body found? There, okay. In the container. His body was on the floor inside the frozen food container, and it's really hard to recall without feeling disturbed. He was covered in blood, and there was a strong odor inside the container. You mentioned that you brought medication for the boss. Do you have any information about the purpose of that medication? Of course. Everyone, the entire crew, knows about it. I'm talking about the psychiatric help and medication our boss receives due to his high stress levels. Antidepressants. However, I don't believe he would go as far to kill someone. He has the antidepressants. Okay. Antidepressant. So he's talking to a shrink. Essentially. He's talking to a shrink, and the shrink put him on this medication. Or, well, how it works here anyways. What can you tell us about last interaction with Miles Peters? It was right after the argument, but it was quite brief. I told him he needed to calm down, that everyone can make mistakes, and that things would be okay. We didn't have any further interaction. Okay? This ain't looking good for you. Did Miles Peter have any issues or conflicts with anyone else in the crew? As far as I know, he didn't. Miles was a very lovely person and well liked by everyone. You're fucked. However, it was known that he was going through some family issues in recent times and had become a bit withdrawn. I think his negligence regarding the mistake of the ship may have been related to this. Do you believe that Lucian Foster is capable of killing someone? You would agree that accusing a person of murder is a very serious matter. Lucian Foster is a perfectionist, and yes, he doesn't tolerate mistakes. I can say he was stressed. But if I believed he killed someone, I wouldn't work for him. Okay. Alright, I understand that. I'm sorry, but there's no evidence saying that you didn't do it. There is not enough evidence to claim that the defendant did not commit the crime due to the medication he's on, and it ended up in Mr. Peters. I don't know how to spell it. System. You're going... I'll sentence you for 18 years. I don't know if that was the right decision, though. There's more seasons? Oh my god. Alright, guys. That's it for this one. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we will see you in the next one. Alright? Later!